So what's one thing that I have learned over the past 18 years that has allowed me to be good at customer service and allow me to interact with customers and patients and feel very confident in doing so? Before I start there, Jeff Bezos has a quote where he talks about how our customers are guests to a party, and we're the host. And I think one of the most important things about being a host is when you're having a party, is knowing what your guests like, knowing what your guests are fond of. So their favorite drink or their favorite snack foods. Because when you have a party, you don't just come over because you have stuff and it's your stuff and just enjoy it because it's mine. But you want people to feel welcomed. You want people to feel at home. You want people to feel like they're going to have a good time. So when you host with your guest in mind. And with that, I found it very interesting that a lot of people who struggle to, that I've seen and I've coached, struggle to have a good conversation with a patient or a customer are people who don't necessarily think of their guest or their patient or their customer. They get very self-consumed and thinking about themselves and how awkward they feel and how I don't know if I can say the right words or have that interaction. What's cool is a lot of the times, even though you never met the customer before, even though you never met the patient before, you can still have a great interaction with them based on, yes, I'm crying because of the cold and the wind, but based on the fact that they are giving you clues as to what they like, what they don't like. And those clues will allow you to then pick up on a conversation. For instance, my hat. My hat is not a sponsorship. Obviously, we only have like 4 videos up at this point. And so this is not a sponsorship. This is not, someone's like, ooh, it's promise. I just like the hat, but I also golf. One of the biggest things is look at the customer for clues. One of my favorite detectives, Sherlock Holmes, he'll be able to sit down in a room and then tell you what other people do. And while there are very few people in the world who can do it to the extent that a fictional character can do it, it's something that I've learned to do is look at someone, pick up on cues of things that they enjoy, they like, their occupation, and then just kind of make some small talk about it. Do you see someone in an armed services hat or military gear? What branch are you in? How long you been in? That's awesome. What's your MOS? What do you do? You see somebody and they're wearing their favorite college team colors or their emblems and outfit, and you're like, hey, that's pretty cool. And then if you kind of keep tabs on just basic things here and there, you're able to say, oh, I saw y'all won last night, or, how's your team doing this year? And it allows them to start feeling comfortable, and they start talking, and you start talking. You don't have to be an expert in that thing, but you can have a conversation with them. And that's the point. The point is, I want to build rapport with you. I want you to feel comfortable. I want you to feel like I care about you. And it's in those moments they feel special because, hey, that person took the time to notice. I'm in all Tennessee gear. I'm in all, I don't know, whatever your team is. Cowboys seem to be the big things around here. But I'm in this, I'm in that, and that person took the time to notice what I was wearing. That's huge. Absolutely huge. So, just want to encourage you. If you feel like, well, I don't have anything to talk about, you're thinking about yourself. You're definitely focused on yourself. Because there's a ton of things that you can talk about that have nothing to do with you. You just have to look at the customer and the patient. Now, that also does mean you can't be on your phone. You can't be on your phone expecting to have a great conversation with a patient and a customer. You might ask the question, why? Why do I want to have a good interaction with this patient, this customer? Because that's what your job is based on. Short and simple, if customers don't show up, you don't have a job. And so the more customers that show up, the more customers you can get to show up, The more times you can get customers to come back and be repeat customers, the better business you're going to have. The more your boss is going to be like, hey, this person's a go-getter. Go-getter. And then things happen. I do believe I'm blessed and God's given me favor, but I was a person who, when overtime was a thing in my industry, I'd work overtime. I'd go help customers wherever I could, make sure I walked into the product. But all through all that interaction, I was making small talk. If I found out they were from the same place I was from, I found out that, they're from Kentucky, or they're from this area, they're from that area. Oh, sweet, I've got friends down there. How is it with this and how is it with that? And really starting to try to build, not fake, right? It's not like, ooh, if I build rapport, I'll get money. No, I genuinely want that person to feel comfortable. I genuinely want that person to feel welcome. So when it comes to customer service, key factor is this: make that person feel as welcome as they can feel. Don't focus on yourself. Focus on them and what clues that they are giving you to let you know that they have interest here and there. Capitalize on the interest. Make them feel very welcome, genuinely care, and you'll have a great interaction with that patient, that customer. Y'all have a great day. I'm almost at work, and we're almost at that 7-minute mark. And I'll see y'all again later.